Most of your favorite content creators are using the simple content format to go viral, whether you realize it or not. And what I call this is the yapping method. The benefits of the yapping method is that it's easy to create, it's easy for it to go viral on TikTok, and it's scalable. A lot of successful TikTok creators are using this method to pump out consistent viral videos. And in today's video, I'm going to break down exactly what yapping content is and why it works so well on TikTok. And how you can use it in your content to grow your audience and to make serious money like a lot of content creators on TikTok. But before we get into details, I'm going to show you two creators that are killing it with this format, and I'm going to break down why they're doing so well with using this yapping method. And the two creators are TJR Trading and Mason. These two content creators are a perfect example of how you can create simple, low effort videos and build a solid business behind it. Let's keep in mind, these content creators are making millions by creating yapping videos like this. So no matter where you are at your content journey, if you're just starting off or if you already have an audience, try use this style of format and try give it a go. So let's break down what exactly is yapping content. It's a style of content where you're speaking directly to the camera. No fancy edits, no fancy productions, just you picking up your phone and speaking to the camera. And the reason why this style of content works so well is because it's raw, it's real, and it feels personal to the audience. And that's what works on TikTok at the moment. So let's see some real life examples of this content, and I'm gonna break this down further.
Can I tell you something really comforting that you'll probably want to hear? I try to make content for people that are trying to make more money. And the number one thing that holds people back is not skill or ability. It is always the little voice inside your head that is telling you don't do it, the fear thing. Your brain plays tricks on you. I don't know if you know that.
You can manifest your entire life with just a freaking notebook. And for some people, you can literally just use your brain. This is how I did it, so you guys can do it too. And also some weird things that I notice now that I'm living my dream life that I didn't notice back at the time when I was thinking certain things. I literally just wrote down all of my life goals, what I wanted to do, where I wanted to be in life.
Notice how this content makes you feel. It looks like they're having a real conversation with you. There's no rehearsed speech, it's just them speaking to the camera. It creates a sense of intimacy that polished videos can't match. Over-edited videos, over-polished videos can't match with this. When the audience is consuming content like this, it feels like they're on FaceTime to a friend. And subconsciously, that creates a strong connection with your audience, and that's what you ultimately want on social media. To build a real community, you need an audience that cares about you and that wants to listen to you. And making over-edited videos where stuff are flying on the screen, you got random sound effects, that's not going to create a real strong audience. Also, people don't want perfect, they want real. So think about it. Most people on TikTok want some form of escapism. They scroll on social media because they're bored. Most of the time, they're not looking for Hollywood level production. They just want content that can resonate with them and that's not overstimulating. People want content that feels like they're having a chat with their friend. And that's why yapping content works so well, because it's simple yet effective. And now let's talk about why this content style works so well on TikTok rather than other platforms like Instagram. Every social media platform got styles of content that works well on that individual platform. For example, what works on Instagram is more aesthetic videos and more visually pleasing videos. That doesn't mean yapping content and talking head videos don't work on Instagram. But looking at the data, yapping content does work way better on TikTok. It's just a kind of a different audience. I'm going to give you some instances on why you should try this style of content. So if you're a content creator that scripts every video, tries to have the best lighting, tries to have the best editing, listen up. Yapping content might be the shortcut to the consistency you need on social media. Think about it. How much easier would it be if you can just bring out your phone, hit record and just speak to the camera directly? No complicated setups, no perfect lighting. It's just you giving out value to your audience or making relatable videos to your audience. The power of quantity over perfection is a real thing, especially if you're a new content creator. The truth is, the more content you create, the more chances you have to go viral. If you're spending hours perfecting every video you create on social media, you're leaving a lot of potential growth on the table. Now let me give you some actionable tips for you to create better yapping content. Number one, batch create your content. Set aside a time so you can create multiple videos all at once. Batch creating content does simplify your workflow and it does save you a lot of time. Especially as a social media manager myself, it saves me so many hours by batch creating content. Number two, focus on your hooks. The first 3 seconds of the videos matter the most. To improve your hooks, say something that will grab someone's attention quickly. Start with a bold statement or ask a question. I can make a whole video on how you can improve your hooks, but to keep it simple, try and make a bold statement, ask a question, or say something that grabs your audience's attention quick. Once you master having good hooks in your videos, you will definitely see more views on your videos. Also, try be relatable in your content. Give personal stories, give insights on something. Make your audience feel like they're speaking to a friend and not a lecturer. Being relatable in your content is one of the best things you can do to build a strong community on social media. And that's what you should be aiming, to build a strong community and a loyal audience. And lastly, don't overthink your content. Usually the small things that you overthink about, your audience don't really care. They don't care if your hair's a bit messed up or your background ain't spotless. The audience care what value exchange there is in your video. What are they going to gain by watching your video? So focus on that. So to wrap this video up, if you're a content creator that overthinks their content creation process, yapping content might be the answer for you. You don't need to overthink the editing process. You don't have to have the best lighting setup. You don't have to have the best camera setup. just need to pick up the phone and speak value to the camera. Doing this simplifies your content creation process, and if you enjoy making videos like that, it will be your superpower and it will keep you ahead of the game. I'm going to be making more videos helping content creators on social media, so hit the subscribe button.